All right, here we go. Yeah, I'm pretty tempted to delete all this stuff in my charts. It's just that when I'm trading, I don't look at it this closely. Let me try something. All right, so what we're looking at here is kind of a big fucking mess. But I think what's important to note is that we back it out, we look at the volume profile. We had this 365 line right here, this one, right where price is this morning. And this was a really, really key level on the chart. And one of the reasons why it was a key level on the chart was when you go back a little bit. Let me see if I can fuck with this. Okay. Yeah, we come back to right here. So we basically erase this most recent price action. So the volume profile only goes to where this yellow line is right here, right? It only comes over to here. So when you come back to this point, that you don't take into account basically the last 4 days, 5 days of trading, you had this major low volume node right inside here, right? Right inside this 365. And so what we're looking at in there was this. We had this major volume area right here, major argument, auction, distribution zone. And we had this low volume node. And then underneath that low volume node, we had a sneaky little bit of volume right here, and then it just drops off, right? And on my chart recently, and I think this is like the longer term concept that everything's kind of queuing off of. I put on my chart, 365 should support. She did really well. Then formed some resistance. That was kind of the middle of a chop zone. Then we basically marked the big breakdown, and now we're back at it. So it's kind of a hidden level, and the longer we trade through it, and the more we trade in it, the less it's the more it's going to disappear. And then we're going to start looking at that other level. We're going to start looking at this one down here, right? This 262. So as you can see, yeah, I mean, you look at it and it's like this 262 is already kind of playing. And part of me thinks that this 262 is already like kind of more important. But we're still keeping our eye on that 365. So, I had this 365 should support. I've had that on there forever. Look for a volume build below here, right? And I mean, I gotta say, I think this is a volume build below here. I mean, not quite crazy, but like, yeah, we're certainly starting to. So, a quick trace down to 926. Fuck, no way. Seriously? All right, yeah, quick trace down to 926. Yeah, we got it. Sold through it a little bit. I wonder what that looks like on a longer term chart. So that was yesterday's initial balance, was basically spanned that. And then we had, yeah, that's interesting. And that's where we closed it. Close that first hour bar. Yeah, now we're coming back up here. So I gotta be thinking something along these lines, right? So right. So what are we saying? This is the slow volume node. Then we got this other one down here. What's this look like if we draw this guy on? Yeah, we're gonna mark him out. We'll mark him out. So 400, really? Here we go. That's kind of more or less what we're looking at. Okay. Now, let's see here. To the upside, still have this 520, which is a key level. That was a high volume node, but it looks like that's migrated. 550 is kind of taken over, but 520 has been playing. 25-day pockets here. Where's our, oh, okay, here's our 5-day pocket. So our 5-day pocket's migrated down to this 365 now. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. So that's some good stuff. Structurally, looking at this, lower low, high, high, low, lower, high. Broke this out right here. Came down. Boom, boom, boom. Probably this guy right here is probably yeah, this is probably the level to be watching, right? So this 285, really? Hmm. That's kind of an interesting zone right there. Obvious trend line. You see that stripe under there? Yeah, that's what's important. So bottom might be in. Yeah, bottom might be in. Let's see. Come on now. Okay, this is that yellow. Yep. So let's see here. So this is a buy zone, right? So all right. All right, let's see what we're doing. Let's check out our information. My FX book. There we go. Calendar. Employment and all that. All right. I don't know what happened. Anything? All right. That was a big nothing burger. Okay, here it is. Now the data came out. I must be on some sort of a delay. There we go. That feels good. There you go. Good. Maybe now that's just going to be my standard. All right. Let's see here. Let's bring the sound to smaller one. There we go. So that get the 5,000 up. I'm using the 5,000 now on this chart instead of 500. This window right here is the one that's directly in front of my face, and probably the 5,000 is probably my most important bias chart. So I gotta, instead of looking at the 500 right here, I gotta look at the 5,000 right here, and the 125. So that's kind of my jam at the moment. Oh, it's interesting here that they that we have a low volume node right there. So yeah, I mean we're moving it. We're going. You know, that 5-day POC moved up to that key level that we've been talking about. We have so there's this one. There we go. Yeah, we're on it. Let's go. I think this is going to be a massive update. I think 520, 600, like all this is in store for us.